Hey guys, my name is Matt.
And I'm Brandon.
This is Whiskey Wisdom. On this episode, we are doing a unique bottle that I ran into the other day. What is it, Brandon?
Maker's Mark 2023 BEP.
Come back and check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiskey Wisdom. I'm really excited to try this. I was at the Jack's Secret Shelf, as we so call it.
I love that shelf.
There were literally two of these sitting there, and I grabbed both of them. Relatively cheap. I think I paid like $59 for them, which may be a little bit lower than what I think the MSRP. I think people are paying like $65, somewhere around there.
Glad you picked up two for that price.
I am very glad I picked up two, and hopefully after we nose it and taste it, maybe I'll be very, very happy that, that I picked up two.
I have to tell you, this wasn't on my radar at all, even though my very first intro to whiskey and bourbon at all was on Maker's Mark 46, which is that's what this is based on, I think.
I didn't know that, actually.
Very first bottle.
No kidding. Like the big fatty Maker's bottle?
No, looked just like that. It was a Jack store pick too. It just wasn't the 2023 BEP special edition.
Okay.
I bought it sometime last year.
So at least you had a store pick then going into it.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so anyways, so a little bit about BEP from what we can research. There's a lot of people saying this is the very last in the BEP line. From what I have researched, that is incorrect. Apparently this is the fifth and final release for Chapter 1. They're going to continue releasing these in Chapter 2.
All right.
So maybe this is the tweaked and best version of Chapter 1, hopefully?
Let's hope so.
So from what I understand, the BEP stands for barrel entry proof. They go into the barrels at 110, and they take, I think, 10 staves of varying styles, I guess, their ingredients for the barrels. And then I think they additionally age them in their limestone cellar for additional aging. I guess that creates different variations to potentially enhance flavors.
Yeah, they don't tell you how long they throw it in the cellar, but it's in there for a while.
Right. Until the mold starts growing, they're like, oh, all right,
It's like an aged steak.
let's shave that mold off and start aging some whiskey. Anyway, so excited to try it. I guess
Me too. Very excited.
Going for the nose. Oh, wow. Okay, so, whoa, I actually got a little...
Definitely oaky, which makes sense.
Yeah, to me, this is like your very... I hate to say this, or
I know
anything negative about this. This is just a very standard bourbon. This is like your caramel.
Yep, brown sugar, caramel. Yeah.
I'm not detecting anything unique on the nose.
Does smell good.
It does smell really good. Yeah, all right, you want to taste it? Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. That was a little bit hotter than I thought it would be.
Yep, came in a little hotter than I expected too.
A little bit of a bitter right off the beginning for me.
That's the oak. It's very oaky.
Very oaky. A little bit of caramel coming in. The sweetness is coming in now. As
later on. Yeah.
It starts off way more bitter than I initially thought. A little bit of vanilla, I guess, in that.
Yeah.
Like a bitter vanilla.
A little vanilla, little, baking spices, cinnamon, brown sugar kind of notes that you always get, especially in a really oaky, like a double oaked or so this with the staves, they have the extra oak aging.
Yeah. You know what I'm getting? Like a little bit of, all right, here's my crazy note.
All right.
It's like a little bit of, like a cookie dough.
Okay. All right. Well, let me try to get that.
All right, go for it. Like the edible cookie dough?
Okay. Again, suggestibility could come into play here, folks, but now on the nose, as I go back to it, I'm getting a little butter.
Yeah, okay.
Getting a little butter, which might contribute to the cookie dough. Let's try.
Oh, that's all I get now is that buttery creaminess now. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'd definitely say creamy. Front palate bitter, oak, mid palate creamy, and then the sweet comes in at the end.
It's got this very strong burn, bitter burn in the beginning.
Right.
It's like if you can just like punch through that, then it gets better.
It's complex. For a Maker's, really complex, actually.
Now, do you like this better than your regular Makers?
The Makers I had, I don't know if I liked it better because I really enjoyed that and it kind of kicked off my journey. But it was much more of a sweeter, fruitier note than this is. This is more of a bitter oak, a little more spice, a little more heat, but both very good. I enjoy this, definitely.
Can we compare it to regular Makers?
Absolutely.
So I got the Makers 46. We had a discussion off camera. I was trying to find something comparable to his first Makers experience. He had a store pick, but it was 46.
It was.
Closest I've got, I don't have a store pick, but I do have a 46. So that's the Makers we're going to choose to compare this to. Now, he mentioned off camera, and I totally agree with him, is the longer, well, I said that the longer that the finish goes, it gets more bitter. And he said that he was getting a numbingness.
Yeah, so side of the tongue numbness.
Totally agree. It was almost like Novocaine. It was like, really,
I like it.
Really bizarre. He liked it. All right, so Makers 46.
Yeah, the nose on this reminds me of the bottle that I had. So this is going to be similar.
Man, it smells weaker.
It does.
It doesn't smell anywhere near what the BEP one is. Okay, so for this one, I'm getting more cherry.
More of the sweeter notes.
More of the sweeter notes.
Yep.
Oh, dude, go back to that. This, you know what's interesting is this, I like the nose on this a million times better. Watch this. Toffee.
Oh, yeah. They're really different. It's toffee. Very good. Yeah, that's exactly what I got. Buttery caramel, which is toffee. Yeah.
The nose on the BEP is so much better.
Yep.
This just smells weak and...
Little fruity.
All right.
Well, standard.
Ooh. That's not nearly as good as I remembered it being. Ugh.
Yeah, okay, so I wouldn't say it's bad. It's very basic, not nearly as complex as the BEP.
I don't think I'm a Makers 46 guy. That was awful.
This is kind of a one-trick pony compared to the BEP that we're sipping.
Yeah.
These bottles give a lot more complexity through the palate.
The BEP?
Yes.
Agree. I like the BEP over the 46. The 46 was way more bitter than I remembered. I haven't had 46 in it very long. In fact, I opened this bottle just to do this comparison.
Oh, that's getting better.
Yeah. If I were to pick one, to me, this isn't even a contest. The BEP is a clear winner, in my opinion, over the 46. I don't really like the 46 that much. Oh, the BEP.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't dislike the 46. I have a lot of experience with it, but this BEP is far superior, far more complex. As it decants, it's getting more complex. Like I'm sipping and finding more things. I'm getting a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of butter, like we were saying before, toffee, and that changes through the palate. So it's fun to sip.
Yeah.
And just wait to see what you taste next.
Yeah. Maker says that this is their project to really find the flavors that they're going after for their bourbon. Like this is like their passion project. I gotta say, going back to the 46, I definitely think that's better. I think they're on the right track. This is less, I guess, tanniny, like the tannins. This is way less bitter to me.
That numbness is hitting me again.
It is. I know.
I love it.
It's crazy. It's like you drink this and it's like, oh, this is caramel. Oh, I'm getting a cavity filled now.
Yeah, if you've ever had lidocaine in your mouth, like the middle of the palate, it
What is
feels like
causing that?
I don't know, but I like it.
I don't think I've ever had a
a lot.
bourbon that's made my mouth numb.
Tingle and numb, yeah.
Okay, well, if you like numb caramel toffee cookies, BEP is your jam.
Yeah, the nose is great, the palate's complex, and I really enjoyed it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on this episode. If you like what we're doing, check out the description below for our Patreon and other links. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. Have you had the BEP 2023? If you see it on the shelf and you're a Makers guy, I would highly recommend grabbing it.
Definitely pick it up.
Definitely worth it having in your Makers line. I've got pretty much the entire Makers line here. In my opinion, way better than the 46.
Yeah, I agree.
Way better. All right. Cheers, guys.